This whole no shave November thing is getting kind of fuzzy. Got a Mario stash already. It's me, a Jeffrey. I mean, should I just go through to the end of the month or just shave it off because it's, I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, I could care less about your beard. But why doesn't Pacific Rim get its sequel? They're making it, and now it's...
Whatever. What do you think, Grizzle?
Do I even need the crackers? For J's whiz? Nope. I have issues.
Yes, you do. Goodbye. I'll just keep it going. I guess this month I'll just be a Viking Sonic fan. Now that I think about it. Aye, and these Sonic games are something else tonight. Okay, I'm done. However, unlike my magnificent beard, certain things just should not keep going. Or should they? Unless you got a lot of fun and just goofy, over-the-top, insane ideas to make your film or TV series very entertaining, then just, keep it to the original. And today's review, not one, not two, but all 5 Tremors movies. I don't watch horror movies a lot, but I do love a good monster movie. Jaws, Godzilla, and in this case, Tremors. Now, this is such a fun movie series to watch. Just all the characters are so memorable. The stories are pretty straightforward, but they're so funny. Just so much humor is spread throughout each of these films. And even an innovatively new element of fear, that being the very ground you step on is not safe. And that's terrifying. At least these movies got it right rather than... Yeah, I haven't even seen that, but I know that's shit. And especially with the first film, these creatures, the graboids, are used with prosthetics and puppetry, and it's so cool just seeing something like this rush through the dirt and just try to come at Kevin Bacon and Michael Gross and everybody. It's just one of the funnest movie monsters ever. Like I said, not being able to step on the ground because you're screwed otherwise, so you gotta get on the top of a house or on a rock, because otherwise... And as the films go on, you do get some use of CG, but for the most part they use a lot of practical effects, and I love that. And the creatures themselves have various stages. You have the graboids, and then they move on to a second stage, and then a third stage being the funniest one, ass blasters. And then they ultimately comes full circle to explain through each one of these films. And that's decent storytelling for cheesy monster movies. Giving the creatures ridiculous names obviously lends to the idea that they're not gonna make this some serious epic. I mean, obviously there's an element of fear, but they're aware that they're just having fun with this. And now I'm just going to give each one of these films a brief review. Tremors, an absolute classic. Set the standard for the idea. Easily the best one. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 right off the bat. That's how much I like this movie. It is so funny, and when I saw this for the first time, I was terrified as a kid to even step on the ground for a week. And just overall, the overall film just comes together as a very nice whole. The action's good, the effects are good, the whole idea is just so much fun, and it's always fun to go back and watch it once in a while. Tremors 2, Aftershocks. Now, either you can coin this as just trying to make a quick buck off the movie, but ironically, in the film, now they're advertising for tourist attractions to come see graboids, and merchandise and so forth. So they definitely knew this was, hey, we're going to definitely make money with this because people loved the first movie. Let's make another one. But we're still going to try and make a good effort. Kevin Bacon's not back. I don't know why, but obviously just probably asked for too much money. And now we come across something we never knew about the Graboids. They have a second stage. They spawn off these new creatures that walk on land now, not on the ground. And the new element of fear here is the fact that they can sense you with infrared vision. So you have to be very cold in order to avoid their detection. Very cool idea. A very fun sequel. I mean, CG could be a little off, but thankfully they did use a lot of practical effects here still. But for this one, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Not nearly as good as the first one, but still decent all the same. Tremors 3, back to perfection. Now the third stage of the evolution of the Graboids comes in where they become flying terrors called ass blasters. It's over the top as it sounds. It's silly, it's goofy, but it's still a ton of fun, retaining the humor and fun element of action and fear from the first few films. Same rating, 7 out of 10. Probably should be a little bit lower, but it's just too much fun, and it's fun just to the fact that something called an ass blaster exists in cinema. Ass blaster.
Tremors 4, the legend begins.
This time around, it's more of a prequel, going all the way back to the times of the Wild West. And the new element here is these cute little adorable Graboids that go whee, 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 yeah. And Michael Gross is back as his weapon-savvy and kind of loopy and conspiracy-driven self, but in like a predestined form. Great Michael Gross. Fun concept overall. The baby Graboids are adorable. And just the idea of this being in the Wild West, fun all the same. 7 out of 10. God damn it. These films are too much fun. I can't hate them at all. Or can I?
Tremors 5, Bloodlines.
I was unbelievably on the fence with this. I haven't even heard anything about it. I mean, it did go to theaters, it's obviously straight to DVD and Blu-ray. But all the same, I was intrigued. Because I love all the other Tremors movies, flaws and all, but they're just too much fun. I just don't really have anything to complain about because I just have such a good time. But it's been over 12 years, and now we get a 5th Tremors movie? That normally screams a quick cash in for a quick buck from fans of the original films. They're gonna see this and say, a 5th one? Whoa! I never knew about it. I'm gonna buy this. And then they're just completely disappointed and just utterly crushed. But thankfully, the saving grace was seeing Michael Gross on the cover, so this wasn't like a whole new edgy cast. They brought someone back from the original films, the only person to go through every single film. So Tremors 5, Bloodlines, is it any good? Yes, but in a guilty pleasure sense. So overall, it's a ton of fun, but there are some moments that just really irked me and just annoyed me a little too much, but there was enough good stuff in this movie that I really enjoyed the time I had watching it. So, show them the numbers. I just have the same feeling for all of these. They're not the greatest films, except for the first one, which is a classic in my book, but they're fun enough to be warranted attention, and you're gonna really enjoy yourself while watching them. Even this 5th one, 12 years down the line, I mean, that is surprising. It easily could have just been a cash in to get some money from the fans, but instead they brought something new to the table and they tried putting out something good, and they did for the most part. As a whole, since the first film warranted a 9 and all the other films warranted a 7, an 8 out of 10 for the whole thing. So many good moments, so many funny moments, and just the overtopness of it all. I love the creatures, I love the element of fear, I just love the characters, I love the overall concept. It's just so much fun. If you're looking for a good monster movie and you've never checked out Tremors, definitely give it a look, especially the first one. This has been a Wave Fast review, and we'll see you next time on Team Epic Force.